Hey, happy Saturday. Um, Before I get started, first of all, let me just say shout out to my granddaddy on my daddy's side because this is his classic Astros sweat jacket, okay? And I took it, so sorry to my husband in advance because I be looking fly. Like, I just love men's wear and I just love how they can dress it down and still be fly. So I'll be stealing y'all stuff literally. I be having like Nike socks from my nephews, okay. But this all the polo hats and stuff like that. That's actually mine. That's mine. But yeah, like classic jackets and stuff like this. Taking it, and I actually bought my own pair of high Nike socks, the socks that y'all wear a little bit high. I bought my own pack of those in the women, so I actually have my own now, but I still have a collective of a mixture of my nephews and their Nike socks, but I know which ones are mine and which ones are theirs. But I have them, and I have my granddaddy's classic jacket. So on to the next team, on to the next team, on to the next sport, okay, here in H-Town. But y'all, so let me actually get started. So first things first, so my daddy came over today, y'all. My mama and my daddy, my parents, came over. Hey, happy Saturday. Before I get started, first of all, let me just say shout out to my granddaddy on my daddy's side because this is his classic Astros sweat jacket, okay? And I took it, so sorry to my husband in advance because I be looking fly. Like, I just love men's wear and I just love how they can dress it down and still be fly. So I'll be stealing y'all stuff literally. I be having like Nike socks from my nephews, okay. But this all the polo hats and stuff like that. That's actually mine. That's mine. But yeah, like classic jackets and stuff like this. Taking it, and I actually bought my own pair of high Nike socks, the socks that y'all wear a little bit high. I bought my own pack of those in the women, so I actually have my own now, but I still have a collective of a mixture of my nephews and their Nike socks, but I know which ones are mine and which ones are theirs. But I have them, and I have my granddaddy's classic jacket. So on to the next team, on to the next team, on to the next sport, okay, here in H-Town. But y'all, so let me actually get started. So first things first, so my daddy came over today, y'all. My mama and my daddy, my parents, came over, and he checked out my freezer, my fridge. He checked out everything. Oh, I forgot to tell that man to look at the pipes, but it's okay. He already kind of prepped me and told me what to do for the other pipes in the house. And if it gets too cold, they already gave me the formula. So they came over here today, and my mommy, they bought me some more extra waters and some ranch. Y'all, I am a ranch fiend, okay? Like, what is life without ranch? I don't know how people don't like ranch or blue cheese. Like, oh my gosh, I love them. Like, I love them. But yeah, so they came over here and checked on me and my baby, my sunshine, my doggy. And they brought him a little treat. My daddy always bringing him something. But yeah, so they brought him something. It was like a big, huge bone with flavor, like a barbecue brisket type of flavor on it. I don't know. It smelled really good, and he tore it up. So I'm pretty sure it was good. But yeah, so that's just a little update. And also I didn't update y'all on my student that I told y'all yesterday that I was going to ask the principal directly if she can join the party. And I did. I went directly to head honcho. Like I said, like I told y'all, I'm a woman of my word. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Especially when it comes to the littles. Like, I feel like it's very imperative and essential to not break the trust of children and to do what you say you're going to do, because children do not forget and they will ask you. And my student had already harassed me all week about it, so I was like, I definitely have to make it a priority before the ice cream party happened yesterday to talk to my principal. And I did. I took her the letter that my student wrote me and everything, the one that I read to y'all with all the colors. I took it to her. She read it. But she was like, no, she couldn't participate. But she had a valid reason, because I almost forgot that they did have popcorn last Friday. They had popcorn, and that was for all the students, new and old. So that's what she did in a grand gesture to say thank you to all of the students who grew or who actually met the goal, the requirement goal for the MOY testing or whatever. So she was able to participate in that, and she was able to get popcorn and celebrate with everyone then. So I almost forgot that my principal did do that last Friday for everybody. And so yesterday, that was just specifically for people who were here at the beginning of the year, who had the opportunity and the chance to prove that they did grow from BOY to MOY testing. So I explained that to her. I had to pull her out at their lunch time and explain that to her because the ice cream party was literally right after their lunch during their ancillary time. And so she's like, it's okay. Thank you for asking. I had the letter in my hand and everything. I'm like, I showed her this. I did. I told you I would do it, and I did. But she said that's what the popcorn party was for last Friday. But this is particularly for those students who were here at the very beginning. But it's okay because she will be able to participate in EOY. So this is just going to drive her harder to get to that point of growth and knowing all throughout her mind up until they take the EOY that I have to keep growing and reading, that I have to keep getting better and improving myself. So that I'll be ready for the EOY and I can participate in whatever party the principal has for me then. So that should be her thoughts at this time. So I did talk to her. That's the second thing. And then 3, baby, it is cold out here, okay? I went to HEB and Target, I think Wednesday and Thursday. And then after my parents came to my place today, they just started naming stuff that they had. And I was just like, oh, let me go and grab some more items. And I kind of got a freaking tremendous late start today. When I went there, it was like ghost town, like nobody was hardly in the stores, which I love. I ain't complain. But the only thing is what? The downside of that is what? What was on those racks in those stores? Yeah, nothing. Y'all. But it's okay. It's okay. It was wiped out, but guess what? Guess how good God is. Everything I needed, not I wanted, but everything that I needed, I got. So I can't complain. Everything my mama asked me to grab at the last minute after they had she was out early this morning. She called me at, 8:30 or 9:30, between one of those times. I can't recall exactly, but she called me then out and about shopping. So I'm like, lady, how you call me and then you still need me to pick up stuff for y'all? So I got a late start. I ain't get out of here till about 5 something, which is around the time after my parents left. I did some cleaning up, some vacuuming and stuff after they left, and then I moseyed on up the street. So I got started about 5:30 as far as like getting out the house. Now when I'm waking up, I've been up since, I probably was up at 5:30 a.m. But I just got a late start and I didn't get out the house until 5:30 p.m. But I guess too, because I knew that I had pretty much gotten everything, like I said, on Wednesday and Thursday or whatever. So I wasn't really tripping. I was just really getting stuff because I heard my parents say that that's what they got. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That will last me for a good minute, you know. And whatever I don't use in the storm, I'm going to give it to them because like bread and stuff, I really don't be wanting to eat a lot of bread. And I really don't want them eating it either. But because I know my nephews and my niece, they go to their house after school until they get picked up by their parent. Yeah, so I know that'll be available for them more so. So yeah, I may just give all that extra stuff to them that I don't necessarily need over here. And but for right now, the time being, yeah, I can say that I am straight. I'm ready to go. I pray to God, like I said yesterday, that, you know, everybody's pipes stay intact, that no power goes out, that we're good to go. Y'all, I'm a little bit sad because I realized I didn't get my baby a sweater. So now I got to try to conjure up something in this house I'm gonna have to donate one of my old sweaters to him because he needs to be cozy and warm and not freezing. And I didn't even get him no boots, no shoes, because he's still gonna have to go use the restroom and stuff, and he can't be walking on this cold pavement. He needs some shoes, and I asked my parents to get him some rain boots for Christmas, but my daddy got him a toy possum instead. They had the rain boots at $5 and below. They was cheap. But now I gotta try to order him something when the weather subsides. I have to order my baby some winter boots for his little feeties. And the sweater, a cute sweater that still will allow him to be able to use the restroom and stuff, but without getting it messed up. But yeah, y'all, so I just ran a few more errands and came back in. I made it in. It's about what now? 9 o'clock. I made it in at 8 because I had to go drop off. I got my groceries, and like I said, my mama texted me when I was at the store because she actually ended up leaving her keys and her wallet at my house when they left, when her and my daddy left. So I had to go in that direction anyway. Even if I wasn't going to the store, I still would have to go in that direction. So it just all worked out in my favor. So I went to the store while I was there. My mama knew I had to bring her wallet and her keys, so she was like, well, hey, can you bring this? I forgot a few items, so I grabbed those, went over there, then stopped at a convenience store and got this little peach mango drink that was so good. I got it about 3 weeks ago, and I ain't forgot about it since. I just haven't gone back to get it, but I stopped over there today because I was in that area, and I bought 2 of them. They are delicious. But yeah, so I made a little pit stop there and then came home, had to unload my groceries, get everything organized. I had to reheat his food because I've been cooking his food lately after further communication with my neighbors and how we were talking about what they're putting in the dog food, because how are all these dogs getting cancer? They're just like humans, bro, and I believe it's the food. And he was saying he believes it's the food. We have a neighbor that's on the next block behind us, and her dog has cancer. His dog, he has 3 dogs. Well, he had 3, and one of them recently just died of cancer. I have a cousin who my parents spent Thanksgiving with in Michigan. And when they went down there, his dog has just passed from cancer. And now our neighbor's dog behind us has cancer, and she has all of these boils on her and stuff. So it's very sad to know that information and stuff. So we were just talking, and we were like, it's the food. So we've both lately been like cooking food for our dogs. The remaining 2 dogs that they have, they actually cook their food now and basically meal prep for them. And so I've been doing the same thing for him. I cook it in advance, and then when it's time for me to actually feed it to him, because I put it in containers and then put it in the fridge. But when it's time for me to reheat it, I just put it on the stove top and put it in water and kind of simmer it over again. And then I give him his broccoli, his carrots, like fresh, just like a human would eat. So he gets broccoli, carrots, and chicken that I boil, no seasoning and stuff on any of it, of course. But yeah, and I tear it apart in pieces and put it in the platter. I'll probably, well, here's a picture of it, his food. So that's a few dishes that I have been cooking for him. I'm telling y'all, like, this little boy is spoiled, and that's half the battle. That's why he's starting to be mischievous and think he can do what he want to do, because mommy spoils him. But I will pop that little nose, and I will pop that little paw, and I will put you in your cage overnight. And he hates being in the cage because him being in the cage is away from mommy. So no, you don't get to sleep on the floor in mommy's room on your little bed. You go in the cage because you also have your little bed in the cage. So no. And then you have a whole room to yourself. Like, he literally has a whole room next door, and he's never in there anyway. So he needs to be in his cage sometimes. But that's his room until I decide to make it a guest room. He doesn't really go in there. He's always in here with me. But his cage is in there, but I definitely want to make that a guest room. So, I don't know. I got to figure it out. But yeah, so that's all I've been doing in just a few updates. And you guys, again, like I mentioned yesterday, be safe, be smart, be wise, and stay warm, you guys. I've been watching movies all day already, just kicking my feet up. That's why I got such a late doggone start in the first place. I've been watching a lot of faith-based movies, just in here crying my little eyes out. You know, anything faith-based, it just brings me to tears, especially when it's involving children. Oh my goodness, like I watched this movie called Heaven is for Real. Cry baby, just cried. Okay, there's another one called Overcomer, and then I rewatched War Room, which I've seen 2 times before prior to today. So I watched War Room, and what's another one? It was another one that I watched yesterday. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't yesterday, it was today as well. So how many movies is that, y'all? I'm telling y'all, movie fanatic. I don't care about having friends and stuff. Like, I'm my own friend. The Lord is my best friend. My doggy is my best friend. My parents are my babies, okay? They my friends too. But now that I'm an adult, y'all know back then I ain't your little friend. Yeah, so that was then, but this is now. So they my friends too. I can call them. But my aunties are my friends. Like, my family, they're my friends. So I be good on that. Baby, give me a movie, give me a roof over my head, give me people that love me and care about me, and I'm good. I'm Gucci. Give me the finances to make sure all my bills and stuff are taken care of. I'm good. I'm straight. I ain't worried about nothing. That's all I need. That's all I need. I am so content. That's it. That's it. That's all. Okay, and I have my best friend. I don't even like to say best friend. I have my sister in Georgia. So if I needed to call on somebody, I'll call her. But outside of that, I'm good. I like to kick it with people and stuff. Like I said, I have a plethora of associates, but to earn that friend title, that is very special, very sacred, I don't throw that around. No, because my friends are not really my friends. They're like my family, which is why I say I hate to use the term best friend for my best friend in Georgia, because that's like my family. Like, she would literally get on the phone with my mama and talk to her about something if she need to. She doesn't do it on every occasion. It's really like every once in a blue moon, but you become my family. So yeah, I'm very particular and specific as to who I give that title to. But outside of that, yeah, I think I got everything I need. Got a good godmama, caring godmother, my aunties on my mama's side, my daddy, my mama, my uncles on my mama's side, my babies, my nephews, my niece. Yeah, I'm straight. I got a cool church home now. Okay, and I hope it stays that way. but yeah, baby, give me some movies, give me heat, and we good. We good in this thing. We good in this thing. Shoulder bounce. Okay, but anyway, look, y'all, I wore my curls out today. I wore my curls. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Because I'm trying to let my hair breathe, you know. When I take down braids, I give myself at least a 2-week time period to where my real hair is getting the nourishment that it needs, even though I'm still taking care of it when it's in braids. But I'll be ready to feel my hair. I'll be ready to feel it and make sure it's for sure well nourished and nurtured. So yeah, I'm just letting it out for a little bit, and I definitely been keeping it in buns for work and stuff like that. But today, yeah, just put some water on it, curled it, do the little finger curls all throughout my head. Yeah, just to put a cap on. Yeah, I did curls all throughout just to put a cap on. Yeah, I know, but it's okay. At least I feel confident and comfortable because I know my whole head is curly and I ain't out here looking crazy. And you know, even if I am just running errands, I did a little something today. I put on a little something today, just a little dress down, casual, you know. But yeah, so I'm about to pop on another movie. Oh, as a matter of fact, Lifetime has the new movie with Toni Braxton, Essence Atkins, and what's her name? Old girl from A different world that played. But yeah, they have a movie that dropped tonight at 8 o'clock, and I'm about to watch it. Yeah, that's the one I'm about to watch right now. But yeah, then I'll probably go back to some faith-based movies as I fall asleep. And I do need to read my Bible. I need to journal. I'm starting to try to get back into that again, and like my journaling and stuff, because I used to do it all the time when I lived in Cali, and I stopped. And yeah, I've definitely felt the effect of it. And I'm getting back to meditating. Oh, that's the last thing. When I told y'all at the end of my video the other day, when I was saying I had a soul cry or whatever. If people wanted to know how I experienced that soul cry, what do you mean by a soul cry? I mean like a soul cry. Like I felt myself crying from the pit of my stomach, from the pit of my soul. And it came during meditation. So I'm just picking back up a lot of practices that I left behind in Cali for whatever unnecessary reason. Why would I do that? I do not know. Well, yes, I do, because like I said, when I moved back, I moved with my parents, and I didn't really have that leisure and luxury and space to really hone in and do my meditation and journaling and stuff. I used to go to a park up the street from their house and journal, but I didn't feel comfortable meditating because I would have to close my eyes, and I have to be very cautious and alert and vigilant of my surroundings. So I didn't really get to meditate much. But as of last week, I'm picking that back up. So yeah, it happened during my meditation, and I just had to really, I had some things to let out with God, you know. That's never ending. It's okay. It's okay. And so yeah, I just took that opportunity to just release my feelings and my emotions. And you know, it's not the first time, it won't be the last. But yeah, so in case y'all were wondering or felt like I left y'all at a cliffhanger with that, that's what transpired and took place at that time. And I'm okay with that. I'm appreciative of that, because we need that. And I feel like meditation is so underrated, but it is so powerful. It is so powerful. I wish I could sit in my yard and meditate outside and bask in nature, because that's where I feel like I feel God the most. Of course, you can feel him indoors too. Don't get it twisted. But outdoor and just his creation, I feel like that's when I hear him, truly hear his whispers, clear, assured, confirmed, confirmation from him for sure. And I haven't felt that in a long time. So yeah, I definitely got to get back to that, and I have, but I just need to be consistent. So yeah, that's just pretty much what's been happening, what's been taking place, going on over here with me over the few weeks and today. And so yeah, stay warm and snuggly wuggly. And yeah, I just realized I had my darn what's that, my curtain rods, because I'm getting ready to, I'm still transforming my house room by room by room, little by little. And so right now with this beige bed frame and these gray these gray curtains and gray curtain rod, that all got to go. So I have bought some new gold curtain rods and trying to figure out what color curtains I want up here to match my nude theme of my room, because it's going to be different shades of nude, but I need it to all be in alignment and still kind of like flow correctly. So yeah, didn't realize I had that in the camera. And but yeah, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. Be warm, be safe, stay indoors, please, until the people tell us it's okay to be out there. Don't be like the people, and it's unfortunate that many have lost their lives to being hard-headed. Don't be like those individuals who, and my heart breaks for them, because it's like, why don't you just listen? Why don't you listen and follow instruction? They got the big sign that says flooded area. Why do you think you can drive your car through there? If it says flooded, it's flooded, and you end up losing your life. So same thing applies to any big storm or whatever. If the people say do not be out there. They got signs as I'm driving home and driving through the city to go to the store. They got signs all everywhere, billboards talking about beware of the weather, be attentive, be prepared, make sure you have everything you need, don't go outdoors. So do just that, okay? It's not hard. It's not hard, I promise y'all. But yeah. So bye y'all. Let's get snuggly. Bye.